Up at T-minus 6 minutes approximately, we'll hear the announcement that field loading is complete on the first stage. And one other comment, while we were hearing the briefing to the crew at the T-minus 10 minute mark, we also heard reference to a call out that may or may not be made at T-minus 35 seconds. Many of the checkouts of the Falcon 9 are done by computer in the last minute. There is one today that requires an engineer to look at some data. If, for example, that system had an issue, that would be called out at T-minus 35 seconds. Right now, everything continues to look good, though, on Falcon 9.
We also heard in the briefing that they are tracking an Anvil cloud.
We also heard in the briefing that they are tracking an Anvil cloud that at the time of the briefing was about 5 miles away from the pad. They are tracking it. It just needs to stay outside of 3 miles. So everything still continues to look okay on that front. The next call out that we'll hear in about 30 seconds is that Dragon has transitioned to the terminal count configuration. That's basically an indication that the Dragon spacecraft has taken over the spacecraft's countdown and will at that point be on internal power.
At this point in time, RP1 is now completely loaded.
At this point in time, RP1 is now completely loaded, both on the first and second stages. LOX load continues on both stages. It'll wrap up at T-minus 3 minutes for first stage and T-minus 2 minutes for second stage.
Our next question is from Elizabeth Howell with Space.com.
Dr. Atkins are pressurizing.
I wanted to follow up on the Chandrayaan-3 wonderful news. Were you actually, as a group, watching the broadcast, or were you notified of it? Like, how did you find out?
Pressurization call out. We are putting pressurized gas helium onto the stage in preparation for opening up the clamp arm that's around the top of the second stage. That'll happen just at about the T-minus 4 minute mark. The clamp arm will open, and about 10 seconds after that, the strong back, the structure alongside the Falcon 9, will recline just about 2 degrees away. We've heard the call out, strong back is retracting. That starts the sequence now in the ground computer to open the arms and recline that strong back about 2 degrees away. At liftoff, hydraulics will then pull the strong back to a position about 45 degrees away from the rocket as it flies out of the launch mount.
The arms opening up now around the second stage.
The arms opening up now around the second stage.
We should now be able to see that strong back retract just a couple degrees.
We should now be able to see that strong back retract just a couple degrees away from the launch vehicle. Upon liftoff, it will move back even further in order to clear the way for Falcon 9. Looks like we can start to see that movement now. The structure is what is utilized to horizontally integrate the vehicles while still in the hangar, as well as transport them horizontally to the launch pad and then raise them to their vertical launch position.
And we've got the strong back is now, you see a little bounce there as it stops.
Stage 1 LOX load is complete.
And right on time, stage 1 LOX load is complete. We're down to just loading liquid oxygen on the second stage. That'll wrap up just after T-minus 2 minutes, at which point we'll have the 1 million pounds propellant on board Falcon 9 ready to fly.
We can see the vehicle continuing to vent some of that gaseous, or the liquid oxygen that has now vaporized.
Dragon is in terminal count and is on internal power.
We have a live view there of the SpaceX team here at headquarters in Mission Control on the left-hand side, as well as the Axiom team from their own Mission Control as well on the right.
SpaceX for weather. Looks like the system has cleared, and we're looking like we're go for launch for weather.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, we've heard a good news information to the crew.
Dragon copies.
We're letting them know that it appears the weather is going to avoid the area.
That is great news indeed.
If not warn them about, at least inform them about.
Just waiting now for the call out. Liquid oxygen load complete on the second stage.
Stage 2, LOX load is complete. Dragon is in auto idle. Ground gas closeouts, expect loud venting.
At Benning, we're now leading off excess pressure in the strongback. That's what's giving that large white plume as cold gas meets the warm Florida air and condenses the moisture. Coming up on 1 minute where the flight computers will take over the sequence. Let's listen in to the launch of Falcon 9 with Dragon and the Axiom 2 crew.
FTS is armed, Falcon 9 is in startup and is now controlling. Dragon is in countdown.
Dragon, SpaceX, go for launch.
Dragon, copy. Go for launch.
T-minus 30 seconds.
The next question is from social
T-minus
media
15.
from Nisoth. What are your takeaways from spending 6 months in space,
T-minus
and
10,
is there something that you
9,
would like to continue
8,
back here on Earth?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engines full power. And liftoff, Falcon 9. Go Axiom.
Stage 1 Alpha.
Copy, 1 Alpha.
Together we expand what is possible in low Earth orbit. Ad Astra and Godspeed
Stage 1,
AX2.
Alpha.
T plus 36 seconds into flight. A great view of Falcon 9 heading to space.
Power telemetry is nominal.
A
Stage
great
1
call.
throttle down.
Power telemetry nominal. We're into the throttle bucket. Is the first stage is throttle down power on the Merlin
We have
engines
another social
in
media
preparation
question.
for
This one
max
is for
Q.
Sultan from Ahmed. He wants to know what is the first thing you will do when you arrive in the UAE?
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
Faster than the speed of sound as we're getting great views from the first stage camera looking back at Kennedy Space Center Complex 39A.
Stage 1 throttle up.
Max Q.
We're out of the throttle bucket.
Stage 1 Bravo.
Copy, 1 Bravo.
We're at full power, and that call on 1 Bravo, that's another one of those abort modes. As we get higher and faster, the logic for Dragon, should a contingency occur, changes from stage to stage.
Impact chill is underway.
Chill announcement says we're getting the turbo pump on the second stage engine cooled down in preparation for its light up coming up in just another minute from now. Again, great views looking back, and you can see the contrail as we left 39A and the shadow of the contrail against the cloud deck around Florida. And we're coming up 3 big sequences and a view live of the crew inside Dragon. They're getting ready. We're going to get 3 events here. Main engine cutoff, stage separation, and then we're going to light the second stage engine. We've heard the throttle down in preparation for stage separation.
My question's for anybody who wants to answer. Have there been any pranks played on each other while you guys were up there? Any funny stories that you'd want to share?
2 Alpha.
Thank you again.
Stage separation confirmed. Copy, 2 Alpha. And back ignition.
Stage 1 boost back startup.
All right, stage separation. We've lit the second stage engine. The first stage is into the boost back burn, working its way back towards Cape Canaveral. Views on the left side, that's the first stage. Engines running as we come back to the launch site, or the landing site. Second stage, engine nozzle is visible on the right side.
From Robert
as we're
Perlman